Oh my God, we're still doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of Good One Keith. Woo! Guys, we did it!
Heck yeah!
6 whole episodes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait to brag about it to my family. Now all I need is my family to speak to me ever again, and I can start telling them about all the things I've accomplished in 6 episodes. What was your favorite 6 episode moment, Nathan?
My favorite 6 episode moment was when I made up the rumor about Joe McCall.
Oh, don't go spreading rumors about Joe McCall. He's here.
It involved the area between his reproductive organs and his waste excreting organs.
Ooh. Maybe we can have him prove whether or not that's so. He's on video today, so maybe we can have him prove that it's true.
I'm not asking, and he's not telling.
I'm Walter with an F, by the way.
Walter, what's your favorite moment so far in 6 episodes?
On the 6th episode, you'll see in about another 20 minutes. It's you know what? I really don't want to set it up and really give it away, but it's going to be the best.
No spoilers, no spoilers. And Walter's brother off camera, what was your favorite moment so far that you've been involved in?
This.
Yes. Perfect.
Poignant.
Our guest today, you may know him from all the rumors. Give it up for Joe McCall. Yes, Joe McCall.
Woo! Mr. McCall.
Fitting us into his busy schedule.
Hey, both of you.
Oh, he's making fun of how few listeners we have. That's our job. Thank you.
I thought he was just trying to count how many that are on video.
I'm not good at counting.
Joe, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you? How are you guys? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I was just at your house, but I haven't seen you since then. It feels like a long time.
It has.
How's your brisket doing?
I'm still not sharing it.
Oh, that sounds and right. Then your
you
smoked
can come
meat,
cook it with
that?
me, Walter, but I'm not sharing it.
That's fine. If I'm going to come there and you're going to just let me watch you cook the brisket, I'm definitely going to poop in your pool.
It won't be the first time.
Right.
And it won't be the last either.
No, I don't expect that it would be.
Not by a long shot, buddy.
It's not the first time today. You're not even the first pool he's pooped in today. Let's make some content here. We got a pod decks over here.
Hashtag powered by pod decks.
Cha-ching.
Joe, have you seen these things yet? The pod decks? I don't know if I told you about these.
Yeah, I've seen them on your show.
These are cool when you're not creative enough to come up with your own content.
It's
you need someone to do it for you.
It's like Cards Against Humanity, but a lot more boring.
With a lot more Keith. So yeah, same thing.
All right, I got a card ready. Joe, what are 3 things that you wish you had done differently?
So Walter, real quick, Walter went straight for the episode deck. These are supposed to be like big thought-provoking questions that we base the whole episode around.
Yeah.
So
do it quickly.
Are all 3? Can all 3 of them be Punxsutawney?
I mean, if you want to do them differently,
describe the exact years and how they went.
What's that?
Describe the exact years and what happened.
Oh, I can't describe the exact years. They all feel a lot alike.
Oh yeah, they start to bleed together.
Is this about the publisher?
Definitely being friends with Mark Brunetti.
Oh no, we're losing him.
Agreeing to come onto this podcast would be another one.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Because I completely forgot. Yeah.
One thing I would have done differently was fix Nathan's internet connection so the Zoom call comes in better.
Oh yeah, our internet connection. I think it's his.
And probably all 10 years that I've been to Punxsutawney, I would also change.
Oh, so you have 10 years in a row. You
definitely. I'm pretty sure I was up to that when I retired.
That is a fallacy, and you know it.
Retired's a good way of saying quit.
Lies.
Good one, Joe McCall.
Potato.
This is supposed to be my 10th year in a row coming up, and I swear to God, if something happens and I can't go, I'm going to be super mad.
I don't think COVID could live in those conditions. So,
what, Western Pennsylvania? No one can live in those conditions. Someone tried, and they lit the entire town on fire forever. That was a Centralia reference for those.
It's a deep Centralia cut.
Big fan of Centralia.
It was a cool trip.
All right, so I guess since 3 is too many trash, but what is one thing that you wish you had done differently?
Hey, you remember when I stuck my foot out of your car that one time while you were driving away and it mutilated my leg? I'd probably redo that bad boy if I could.
You do the other
You
leg.
mean like not jumping from the front seat
Nope.
to the back seat while I'm driving, not opening the car while I'm driving, forcing me to stop, laughing, going back into the car, so I start going again, and then you put your foot out?
Well, first of all, don't talk over me. That's bad etiquette. And also, no, you stupid asshole. I would stick both my legs out so they both got broken, and I would never have to do shit for anybody ever again.
He's not mad about the leg. He's mad he had a limp for a while. He
Right.
wants both legs broken.
It would at least even out the limp.
Yes.
He can stop walking in circles for a while.
Walter's brother, what is one thing that you wish you had done differently? Yeah, me too. And, I wish I had more time for that as well.
Yep.
He wishes he answered that question. Yeah. I wish I hit the record button at the top of this show.
Yeah, I wish that happened too.
Oh, sweet
I wish I
mother
would have
of
realized
titties.
as well.
I did record the video, so I'll pull audio from that later, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post,
I'll miss
Jason.
like 30 seconds. I'll fix it. Listen,
fine.
I'll fix it. It'll be
It's
fine.
fine.
Fucking 3 people won't notice.
One thing I wish differently is I wish I wouldn't have agreed to sign on to Goodwin Keith for a 100 episode contract.
Yep. And at least sign the contract, but make sure you're getting paid like something.
Right.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
I promised rub and tugs and nobody's delivered.
Although we could get paid if you pick yourself up some pod decks.
Hashtag powered by Poddex.
Go to poddex.com and use the promo code JTP Audio. Get yourself some pod decks, get 10% off your order, and you're helping out the podcast as well. How's that?
Yeah, that was
Big fan.
really good. That was
Yeah.
really good.
That was the one that is actually on record.
That was almost like copy. Was that copy?
It sounded like copy.
It sounded like you were reading copy. To
Listen,
me.
I've got a face for radio, and I might as well get the voice done with it too.
I've got an ass for radio.
Yeah.
My mom always said I had the voice for a mortuary assistant.
Mom says all sorts of things.
Yeah, bitch is crazy.
Yeah, that's why I stopped calling her. Joe McCall. It's a tradition on the show for the guest to say when. This is the what the heck deck. Say when, Joe.
When?
Right there.
When?
You're the first person who's ever said when.
Yeah, Joe
Oh,
Cheekly.
if.
Joe Cheeklis was like, how?
Why?
Joe McCall, question for you. What is the scariest sound you could hear in the middle of the night?
Zip. Yeah, that's the scariest noise for me too. I agree.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it might be that. I don't know. I have nothing.
We have a 4-year-old, so I would assume the scariest thing you can hear is total silence.
Well, no, he should be sleeping in the middle of the night.
I guess it's more middle of the day and it's too quiet. You gotta start
Yeah,
realizing
that's terrifying.
see where all your stuff is.
Yeah, a quiet 4-year-old in the middle of the day when he is awake is terrifying. That'll make your blood run cold, especially if he's been playing with markers.
So I think one of the scariest things to ever hear in the dead of the night would be I can't remember the name of the song, but it goes, "It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator."
Oh, the percolator.
Oh, that's the name of the song?
Oh, yeah, it's the name of the
Wow.
song. It's also half the lyrics.
Seriously, if that just started blasting in the middle of the night, not knowing where that came from, I'd probably percolate my pants.
Actually, okay, so this is actually a true story. So I was driving. Joe, you live in Bayville now, so I was driving down Bayview Avenue. So like in the middle of the night, Bayview Avenue is scary. There's like one street light, and it's all like marshland, and there's just like nothing there. It's one of those places where like if you're driving and you turn off your headlights for a second and just see how scary it is, and it's very, very scary, so you turn them right back on. So I was driving there super late. I don't know if I had a gig or whatever I was doing, and I had on, I don't even know what radio station it was. I think I was just hitting scan to see what was on, and God, like 1 o'clock in the morning, it's that old some like old radio show. I can't remember the guy's name.
Dr. Demento?
Dr. Demento. It's the old Dr. Demento song. It's like, they're coming to take me away. Ha
Ha-ha.
ha. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha.
Fee-fee
Ha ha.
fun.
And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And like, that's not what's supposed to be on the radio. And I floored it home. So that's my answer because that's the scariest thing that I ever did hear in the middle of the night.
Mine is also a song, which is weird. And it is definitely Pony. If I'm in the middle of sleeping in a warm, cozy bed and I hear bong, 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 I'm getting up and running because there's no situation where that's ever going to work out in your favor.
You don't want to ride the pony?
Yeah, that's a sexy ass song, man. You wouldn't get up and like see what's up.
There's no situation where that's an okay thing to do.
Walter's brother, what is the scariest sound you can hear in the middle of the night?
Silence.
It is pretty scary. I mean,
He also-
usually there should be some noise.
He also hates when people are like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast with us?"
Yeah.
I guess the sound of the void frightens us all.
Yeah, just scream back. And it usually whimpers away.
So, Joe McCall, I heard that you were a robot. Is that true?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's something a robot would say.
It's actually exactly what a robot would say.
Were you programmed to say that? Who's your programmer?
No idea.
If he was a robot, he would have a self-destruct sequence, like self-destruct 1, 2, 3, 4.
Careful,
5.
you're going to make him explode, all right?
Well, if I did have a self-destruct sequence, you would have to know
Allegedly.
the exact phrases and codes to initiate that. I would imagine.
I'm not saying I am a werewolf, but if I was a werewolf,
Is this something a werewolf would do?
I'm not saying I am Dracula, but if I was Dracula, would I do this?
All right, so that's how we play.
Hashtag powered by Poddex.
We'll bring some more crowds out later, but I do want to get to your Keith Baird story.
yeah, that's what we're all here for.
You've known Keith a while, about as long as we have, at least. What's your favorite story with Keith?
Keith. So Mark, Keith, and I, and Keith's ex-girlfriend, Jenna, went to a poetry reading. We had a plan, like we were going to go to this poetry reading, and then we were going to go to a diner. And sometime between leaving the poetry reading and going to the diner, Jenna decided that she needed to go home. And like we were halfway to this diner, as I remember. And so this is really more a Jenna story, and it's pretty short. But halfway to the diner, Jenna decides she needs to go home, and I said, "Well, I'm halfway to this diner. I'm not going home. We're gonna go to this diner. Like this is what you signed up for." And she turned to Keith in my back seat, and she said, "Keith, handle this."
Oh, God damn it. Sorry.
How poorly did Keith handle this?
You know what? Keith is a gentleman. I think we can all say that about
Sure.
Keith. And as a gentleman, he said, "Joe, would you mind?" And Mark kind of was like, "Help us out here." And I think at that point, we all knew what a chore Jenna was. And so I brought her home. And then they to pay me back for doing that, they said, "You know what, Joe, we're going to make this up to you. We're going to take you out tonight for a nice dinner." And we went to, I think it was TGI Fridays.
That's a nice
TGI
dinner.
Fridays.
Ooh,
for
romantic.
half-price snacks. Yeah, it was an incredibly romantic meal that I had with the Baird brothers that night. And I don't think I'll ever forget it.
I don't think I'm going to be able to forget it either.
Let's see how Keith could have possibly handled this any better. Let's get him on the phone here.
He could have bought you surf and turf. That would have probably been better.
Should
Would have been better. Would have been way better than the Jack Daniel's chicken sandwich or whatever it was.
I'm not going to turn my nose up at a Jack Daniel's chicken sandwich any day of the week.
I mean, I
though.
did it. I did it. Obviously, I don't know if you can tell.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at you because you're fat.
It's been forwarded to an
I'm fat.
automatic
God damn it,
voice
Keith.
message system.
I don't have the beard to hide it.
Nobody has the beard to hide it.
I did. No, I could.
Emergency.
You might need
Jason,
to borrow
you're gonna
someone
have to
else's
cut this
beard.
part of the podcast out.
What do you mean give me like 15 minutes? What the hell are you talking about, Keith? This is the part of the show where Nathan beats his kids.
Yeah,
Joker.
and no, actually, we should just put the camera on that. It's even better than this podcast.
Look at me.
Look at me. I'm the captain now,
Sit down. Be quiet.
and do what I told you to. Oh, Nathan, we just made it part of the canon now.
Fine. I don't care. Put it in. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Oh, we did.
We're doing it live.
So this is a good time to mention that this is our first episode live streamed.
Woo!
Tune in next week. When
No, we'll do that next time though.
We do definitely have a
Nathan's-
direct line to Dyfus, so
It's like one button to live stream this.
yeah, and we forgot how to do it before, so
It just feels like that is something you would say beforehand. Like, hey,
It
we're
feels
gonna
like it would
live
be,
stream.
wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? That would have been great, wouldn't it? All right, while we're waiting for Keith to give us a call back, Nathan, why don't you pull from your deck?
Sweet.
yeah, pull from that deck, buddy.
All right.
This is the Would
Yeah,
You Rather
that
deck
thing
from
down.
Pod Decks.
Hashtag powered by Poddex.
What a nice deck.
All right. Here's one from the Would You Rather deck. Would you rather work with dead people in a mortuary or work with the busiest ER trauma ward in the world?
Oh, dead people.
Yeah, dead
Definitely.
people.
That's just an
1,000%.
easy call for you.
Like 1,000%.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
dead
Yeah,
people
there's-
don't like
there-
get mad when
there's
you
less
touch them.
things I can catch from dead people other than that one skin eating disease. And yeah, I can't deal with people screaming. I'm not like if somebody starts crying or scream, I'm out. I'm out at that point. I can deal with a little bit of blood, but
There goes your social life.
yeah, it's been a really tough quarantine. You know.
You know, I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna go with the dead person as well because, as I said before, they don't get mad when you touch them, and when you make them touch you, it's kind of like nobody's touching you because like they're dead, and it's like really weird. Even better than the stranger.
Gross. I would also go with the dead person because,
Same reason.
I mean, like, have you met live people? They suck.
We do.
Well, call me a bleeding heart, but I would rather work in a trauma ward. I think there's nothing more important than trying to preserve human life. And also, when you work in a mortuary with dead people, you stand the risk of getting zombies. You want zombies, Joe McCall? Because that's how you get motherfucking zombies.
I don't know. You can also be like the hero. The zombie outbreak happens and you stop it before it gets out of hand.
Also, when you work in an ER, you get this like huge adrenaline rush when you're saving somebody's life.
When you stab
I
yourself with
feel like
adrenaline.
the ambulance drivers have more of a chance of encountering the zombie.
They prefer to be
You know what I
called.
mean? I feel like the ER, the person working in the ER, has more of a chance of encountering the zombie than the guy because that person's on ice. They've been on ice, right? Like they're not coming back. So I don't know.
They prefer to be called EMTs, Joe.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, let's not offend everybody, okay?
Yeah, but also when you're an EMT, you stand a chance of saving somebody's life if they're already dead. That's 100% chance of a zombie, Joe McCall.
And
What are you
zero-
talking about?
0% chance of failure. I
Right.
see this as an absolute win. This is
Right.
a no brainer.
They're already dead. I can't make them deader.
I think they both have value and credit in their own right.
Walter's brother, what do you think?
But in this world where we only have one choice, I can't really fuck up if they're already dead.
Walter's brother seems to choose dead people.
Dead people,
Why?
because they're already dead.
That's a good reason.
Does save you a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to kill
Also,
him.
Jason, I know you just want to shove rods in dead people's bodies and make them dance around and paint them all pretty like one of your French girls.
Is that a crime?
Yes.
I think
Not in certain states. I'm pretty sure you have 2 weeks in California before it becomes a crime.
I think it's like Schrodinger's crime. If you
Listen,
don't actually
if-
see it, it doesn't commit a crime.
If cadaver marionette theater is a crime, then lock me up. Nathan, what else you got in your deck?
Fuck. Okay, yeah, let's do another one. Here we
Yeah,
go.
pull another one out of
I'm
your
going to pull
deck.
these up here. I'm going to pull one from the middle of the deck. Here we go. Coming back. Ready.
Or killed her.
Jason Portizo.
Yes, sir.
Would you rather your fingers... Oh, nope. We already
We've already
did
asked this one.
We already did that one.
Well, Nathan has a habit of pulling ones that we've already asked.
He cut the deck too. He like went to a random ass card.
know.
Out of the 3 he's ever picked, he cuts the one he's only.
Would
picked.
you rather have long nose hair or long ear hair?
Now like, I'm assuming I can just like go in and take care of this, right? Or is it just like
Yeah.
yeah? I mean, I feel like nose hair is easier to groom, but ear hair is
If
probably,
you're not tweezing it, yeah.
yeah, but, ear hair is probably less of an overall problem. No, they both that seems like a very like 6 and 1, half a dozen in the other type of thing. They were both. I feel like they both take the same.
Yes, it's
take the same
16 and
effort.
1, half of 38 in the other.
Yes, 86 and 1, 45
Baker's dozen
in
and
the other.
another.
Right.
I think the long ear hair thing would be good. I could start a new fashion trend with braided ear hair and just like wrap it around my ear.
Or like mutton chops that go
Yeah.
all the way up into your ear.
Exactly.
That's pretty dope.
They start from your
Like
ear.
a new kind of pigtail.
Right.
Yeah, you tie them up like under your nose
because
as a
mustache hair already works that way.
I can definitely make it go into the nose hair too. I mean,
Really wrap-
obviously I'm lacking in the nose hair, but I can, supplement.
Wrap it up in like Princess Leia buns.
Yes, exactly.
I'm actually gonna go nose hair for the same reason. Wrap it up into Princess Leia buns, but like on each side of the nostril, and be like walk around like sup.
So I'm going to grow my nose hair because my mustache hair actually grows into a Fu Manchu if I just let it grow long enough. So if I could have a nose Manchu and a Fu Manchu and have a nose Fu Manchu, then that's just where I'm at aesthetically.
I love how your aesthetic is nose hair.
Right.
I'm saying nose hair.
Walter's brother says nose hair. Is there a reason?
No.
All right, no. So that's a good choice then. For no
that's
reason.
solid reason.
How about you, Joe McCall? Joe McCall?
Joe McCall. 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 Woo! Joe McCall.
Great content.
Thank you. I'm gonna go nose hair for the reason of it would be a lot easier to groom.
Does anybody else pull their nose hairs?
Yeah.
Sometimes when I feel like I need to punish myself because I've been a real dirty boy, what the fuck? Who would ever do that?
Well, I mean, it's a lot easier than looking in the mirror with tweezers and pulling. I just grab a
Like
bunch
for
rip
grooming
them
or for
out.
funsies?
For funsies.
For funsies.
Oh no, not for funsies.
Oh, okay. I'm the only one. All right.
If I haven't sneezed in a while, then like maybe I'll pull one. Does anyone
Well,
else?
the problem is like putting that weird nose razor buzzer in your nose.
little barrel shaped one.
Yeah. It hurts. Like when they start to grow, I feel like it becomes painful. So I honestly do. I pluck them.
And you also can't eat the boogers off of that nose hair trimmer, so you might as well just use your fingers.
Right.
And then you just eat some straight wasabi after you pulled them, or
I mean, if the mood strikes,
Or do you just snort it? Like just
No,
do a line of wasabi off a male stripper's dick.
no wasabi snooters.
Yeah, he's just not into the wasabi. Everything else about that is good for him. Though.
yeah, everything
Nice-
about that
yeah,
sounds
nice
amazing.
wasabi
Joe
dick
McCall.
dinger.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Let's Make Up a rumor about Joe McCall.
You know, fuck Keith Beard. Let's
Oh,
go
there's
go
gonna be
straight into
one.
it. Let's go straight into it. We'll do we'll
We
get
don't
to
need
Keith later.
Keith.
Yeah, we got some time on Keith. Let's get right to
Let's make a rumor about Joe McCall.
Who's that?
never heard of him, but let's talk shit about him.
All right, I got one.
What have you heard, Nathan?
I heard that Joe McCall likes to snort wasabi off of male strippers' dicks.
I just heard that too.
It's so weird. That's not even like a rumor at this point. It's just fact.
I can neither confirm nor deny that occurs.
I told you he was a fucking robot.
I heard that Joe's actual fetish is to put wasabi on his dick and then snort it off himself.
Is he snorting the dick or the wasabi?
But does he have the
Yes.
pure strength of will?
That's shoreline.
Penis.
The short line. That's the real rumor.
You know, I haven't heard really any good rumors about Joe McCall recently, except this one. I heard he went to a farmer's market and started squeezing the melons because he wanted to make sure that it was a good replacement for his butt cheeks.
That's absolutely true.
I heard that too.
I also heard that.
Joe McCall, do you have a good rumor about Joe McCall?
Yeah, I heard that Joe McCall's allergic to wasabi, but big fan of matcha powder.
I actually, I heard a second follow-up rumor that after he does a line of wasabi off of one guy's dick, he does a line of ginger off another guy's dick.
Are they docking at the same time?
Of course.
Okay. Makes it easier.
How else would that work, Walter?
Right.
You stupid
The
son of a
whole
bitch.
wasabi.
Do I need to show you?
Don't be a fucking idiot, Walter, okay?
Whatever.
Walter's brother.
The old wasabi ginger transition. Yeah. I've
Have you
that
heard
too.
a rumor about Joe McCall?
No.
And that's how we play.
Let's make a rumor about Joe McCall.
It reminds me of The Fifth Element. Like, Dallas, you tell me what you're gonna do. And he's like, no.
Super green.
Like Forest Green.
Oh, man. Let's pull something from the What the Heck deck.
Hashtag powered by Poddex.
Walter's brother, say when.
When?
Right here. Joe McCall, question for you. If you were a villain or criminal mastermind, what would be your calling card?
Probably a line of wasabi or matcha powder.
Or a dead male stripper.
But I heard that you were
Or a
allergic.
jet mail stripper, yeah.
Would you take the wasabi and like mold it into a dick like green Play-Doh?
Oh, definitely.
Right.
Yeah. And then I'd sit on it.
Walter, what's a calling card?
It would be a very neatly folded triangle of toilet paper with brown shit on it.
Would be origami.
No, not origami. It's just I fold it in a very specific way when I wipe my ass. So it's actually the way I do it is I take about 16 different pieces of toilet paper and roll it in a ball. It's very neatly folded that way, obviously. And I just wipe my ass on it. And that's my calling card.
And it becomes a triangle.
No, don't tell me what my triangle becomes.
I was asking. It becomes a triangle.
Triangles are in the eye of the beholder. And if you want to behold my shitty triangle, you can.
His asshole becomes a triangle. It just puckers into it.
So I really thought it would have been a pube joint for you, Walter.
No. It's a Triforce. A
Oh,
pube joint
one
isn't
time.
mine. That is not a calling card. I'm the one who discovered it. That would probably be the meat slicer's calling
That's
card.
Eduardo's calling card, yeah.
I would leave a halfway full beer because they would never suspect me.
I would drink that halfway full beer.
See? They would assume that I would. Like, oh, this beer's half full. Couldn't have been Portizo.
All right, so my calling card would be a picture of Derek with his name and his address and a note that says, I did this, fuck you.
Oh.
But it's going to be a picture of him from like 2001, 2002.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, you know?
Walter's brother just left his calling card as his headphones next to his microphone while he goes and gets a beer.
No, not a beer.
While he goes and
A
gets
gentleman Jack and
Ooh.
probably cherry Pepsi.
Nice. Kara, what's her calling card?
Yeah, hey, can you make me one?
She's not sure. All right.
Do we have to
Sweet.
have calling cards? Can't I just do bad things without letting people know it was me?
No, you have to leave a calling card so people can eventually find out that it was you or not. I mean, what was the Zodiac like left a bunch of evidence and stuff around. They still never found him.
Oh, Joe, you know that story, right? You're the one who told me that story about how they found him. Was it
No.
Zodiac or BTK? BTK, yeah.
BTK. He wrote the police and he taught them. And then I think he called in and he was talking to police officers and he was like, well, if I send my computer, like you guys would be able to find me really quickly. And they said, no, we could never trace that back to you.
Yeah, we don't have
And so
that
he
kind of
sent
technology.
Right. He sent in his computer and they obviously found him very quickly.
They found him very quickly. Yeah.
like immediately. They were like, "What? This guy's an idiot."
Sir, we have no clue what you are talking about.
So, like,
That's essentially what they
so
said.
they,
That
so
in
they
that
arrest
voice.
him, and then BTK's lawyer is like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
The cop's in there. He's like, "Hey, Jameson, get over here." Look, he actually fucking sent it.
No, we can never trace that. He's doing it. Oh my god, he's totally doing it. Yeah, go ahead and send it. He's fucking.
Well, then I will address this to the police, and I will lick this envelope, and here you go.
It's a huge envelope.
Yeah. Such a moron.
Joe, say when.
Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's still out there. When? When?
There we go. Oh, all right. Let's start with Nathan on this one. Trashbo Dickinson. If you could sing a duet with anyone, who would it be?
David Bowie, hands down.
Now, would you sing with an alive David Bowie in an ER or a dead David Bowie in a mortuary?
Oh.
So both easily.
First one, then the other.
And you know what? Honestly, it is a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie between Bowie and Mercury. Freddie Mercury, I would sing a duet with him any day of the goddamn week. So if I could have Freddie Mercury and David Bowie, and then we could sing a duet and then all suck each other off, it'd be amazing. I mean, just do the duet. I meant just do the duet.
In fact, forget the duet.
Forget the duet. If I can get David Bowie and Freddie Mercury to sing with me together, like, what the fuck do they need me for?
Yeah.
Just, I'll go get them a coffee, like, while they're singing the greatest song ever, whatever it ends up being.
Also, if it was Freddie
It's
Mercury
called
and that
Under
other
Pressure.
dude. Also, if it was Freddie Mercury and that other dude, it's no longer a duet with you. It's like a triet.
Right.
Trio.
No, it's still a duet because they're fucking ignoring him.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna amend my answer. It's actually it is Freddie Mercury, but I would like to be wearing David Bowie's face.
Okay.
It's doable.
Strong choice.
And Freddie Mercury's pants.
It's a bold aesthetic choice, but the judges are really reacting positively to it.
If I was ever to have a duet with anyone, it would probably be Sam Kinison, and we would just be screaming at the top of our lungs until we died.
What would that sound like, do you think?
Oh, cool. The headphones work.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you.
I would sing it with Mark Baird because he's the only person who will call me back and allow me to do a duet with him. That guy will sing. That guy will do a song with anybody.
Yeah, my ass actually was going to do a duet with Mark, but it had more talent than him.
He's not going to do it. He's going to send me dressed as him to do it for him.
Right. Walter's brother.
What?
Who would you sing a duet with?
Kurt Cobain.
All right.
That's a really good answer.
And Lane Staley.
Well, that's more than a duet at that point.
Yeah, it's called three-way.
Okay.
So if you
Already
give,
established.
you give a
that.
three-way with anybody,
Still Kurt Cobain.
sticking with
Lane
Cobain and
Staley.
Staley. Right.
Can I clone myself?
Down in a hole.
Is cloning possible?
Cloning is possible. I know they've cloned sheep at least so far.
Yeah.
And myself.
And Tupac.
All right.
And
so
Rodney
So
Dangerfield.
2 of you and a sheep.
That would work.
Like done. All right.
That's a three-way. That's a triangle, Joe.
There
on.
you go.
All right, we're going to try to hit Keith one more time.
In the face.
He's putting his 2-year-old to bed.
All right. Perfect time to wake him up.
Yep. Come on, 2-year-old, go to sleep better.
You're up here. Let's call Erica and we can discuss my story about Keith's ex-girlfriend with her.
That sounds wonderful.
Can we get Jen on the phone?
Jen?
Jenna. No,
she's
Jenna.
not-
Jenna.
Oh, I have no idea what. her
Some
number
say
is.
she's still on her way home. When was this story from? Like, what,
Oh, no. I got her home safely, from what I can remember.
Did you?
When was this from?
Oh, did she ever return? No, she never returned.
I never saw her again, ever. But what year is this now? It
Bro.
had to be
Bro,
2008.
Bro, she died. Like
Godspeed.
right after you dropped her off.
That's so fucked up.
He doesn't know.
But what I want to know is, how was the poetry reading? Did you guys make it?
It was cool. It was in a barn. Yeah, well, we went to the poetry reading first. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, and then she didn't want to go to the diner.
And she didn't want to go to the diner, which was the best part.
That's so weird that she would go to a poetry reading with you guys and then not want to
then
hang
not
out
wanna
ever
hang-
again. That's
Right.
so weird.
And then
so
never,
weird.
And then
Never
we never
happens.
saw her again.
Never saw her again.
Must not have been good poetry.
No.
Did I ever tell you about,
Or he killed her.
did I ever tell you about the best poetry show I ever went to? It sucked.
Nice.
Nathan, pull something from the interview deck.
Okay, this is the Black interview deck from Poddex.
Hashtag powered by Poddex.
Joe McCall,
Yeah.
what do you consider the most overrated virtue?
Wow, they went deep on that one.
To the bone.
Honesty.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like there are definitely situations where you don't want honesty and you don't want to give honesty.
So you think gray areas are like way more valuable?
Yeah. Like
I get that.
Like if I ask you, do I look fat in this? I
Yes.
don't want you to be honest.
You
Kind of,
do
but-
though.
Right.
You-
I
you're a
know.
little
I
pudgy.
appreciate that you guys would be, but I don't want you to be.
It's like 90% the angle of the camera and 10% the 5 beers a day you have.
Yeah, and then 5%
Yeah.
your stupid face.
That's good math.
Yeah, and like a half of a percent of genetics, probably.
We don't talk about eugenics or genetics on this podcast. That's another podcast me and Walter are doing. It's called Eugenics and Genetics.
Kill everybody.
Yeah.
That is not a JTP audio production.
Yet.
All right, Jason, what do you think the most overrated virtue is?
If this counts as a virtue, I'm going to go with punctuality. Because
Yeah.
I don't possess that virtue, and I don't trust anyone who does.
That's fair. I'd like to ask the question: What is a virtue? Do we have a list?
It's that noise you make when you sneeze.
And do we have a list for me to choose from? Or
Well, we know that patience is a virtue.
really, who says?
I don't know. Some people do.
Could you hurry it up?
Is knowledge of the word virtue a virtue?
If knowledge is a virtue.
I heard a rumor about Jay McCall.
Oh yeah. What's the rumor that you heard about him?
He got choked out by a girl and didn't like it.
Oh,
That happened. That was your cousin.
it's totally a rumor. I mean, a totally true rumor.
That's a rumor. That's
She's not my cousin.
All right. So, lacking the knowledge of what virtues are, I would say the most overrated virtue
His knowledge.
is
is knowledge of virtues.
sobriety. I believe that sobriety is the weak way out. Everyone should be as drunk as fuck as possible.
Yeah,
Cheers.
That's a
I
totally,
tend
that's
to
totally
agree
fair.
with him.
Gulp.
Nathan, pull a question
We
that
have
makes
a
sense.
get a drink break.
Oh, whoa. I'm not
Drink
done
break?
talking
What are you talking
about
about? I've never broken.
virtues.
Broken? Broked?
Then continue.
I think the most overrated virtue is not having sex with your friends' moms, because I think I should be able to do something like that. Wait, is that not a virtue?
I don't know what virtues are.
Fuck it, it's a virtue now.
Fuck, I'm not. We're not doing this
No,
card.
we're doing it now because you said we're not.
Awesome.
I was 18
Hey,
and
Walter.
lost my virtue.
How would you like to fucking die?
Oh, I would actually like to die on a railroad track, not being hit by a truck, a train, just like hanging on a railroad track, and then all of a sudden I die. It just sounds like that would be the best way.
Does sound pretty cool.
Just the train is relevant.
No, the train's
There's no
irrelevant. I'm just
train.
going to be there. I'm
He's just
going to go
on
to a
the
train
tracks.
track and be like, oh, I'm dead.
Here. I'd like to go peacefully in my sleep like my great grandfather, and not screaming in peril like the people in his car.
But I'm womp womp
I'd like to go
womp womp.
peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather right before he was eaten by wolves.
I keep on forgetting he's still here.
Oh,
Oh, Joe?
Walter's
Yeah, Joe's here.
Hey, Walter's brother. Which way would you like to die?
I'm gonna sleep. I like sleep.
All right.
Now, as funny as this question can be, like, it can be interpreted as, in which manner would you like to die? But it also sounds like an offer. It's like, how would you like to die?
Okay, sure.
Joe McCall, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You can go first.
I think Joe should go first. No, like die. I mean,
Oh man.
No, that's what I thought I was answering.
Oh.
So
Oh wait, hurry up! We got Keith. We got
You lay
Keith. We
that.
got Keith. All right, let me take this. Hey man, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, all right. So you texted me before. What were you trying to say?
I was trying to say that I would call you back in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, not that text. You texted me that this afternoon.
I texted you this afternoon.
Something about your cousin.
Oh, yeah. About how you wanted to call and be on podcast Good One Keith episode number 6.
Does he have a good story for you? Like, I don't really know the guy.
It
doesn't matter, Keith, because we're gonna do the show right now. Keith, are you dancing? Are you dancing along to the greatest song in the world?
You're getting better at that. You're really throwing me off. You're more and more with each episode.
I need Keith to never know when I'm actually calling him for the show.
No, I always know when you're calling me for the show because that's all you ever do is call me for the show.
I gotta start calling him for other reasons then.
You really do.
yeah, I mean, you guys play Pokemon, so I mean, you can call each other about that.
Call about some Pokermans.
Pokemons.
The Pokerman.
Poke your mom.
Is it just you and Walt, or is Trash about that?
Yeah, it's just us.
oh no, I'm here.
Yeah,
All right, it's just us three. Then.
we're all here.
So actually, I
us
just
four.
wanted to finish it up.
There's like
real
7
quick.
of us here.
So the way that I want to die is I want to drive a motorcycle off of a ramp made of buses over the Grand Canyon with like walls of speakers that are blasted Leonard Skinner, and I'm like jacked out of my mind on cocaine, and there's
you
fireworks
should do that.
everywhere, and Jesus is there with a flying V.
But when do you die? Like, I mean, what part? I mean, mid jump.
Nobody's making that jump, Walter. Those ramps are built way too bent upward. There's no way I'm making it.
Keith, you can take this as either a choice or an offer. How would you like to die?
Yeah, how would you like to die, Keith?
Keith, how would you like to die?
Would you?
How would I like to die? Memorably. I want to just be like he died in like, I don't know, some random car crash or something like that. Like something exciting.
So, like when you
Like
go
a
to
hottie?
a family member's wedding and you strap like a bomb to your chest, and so no one will ever forget that one.
And then when they're about to do, I say object, and then
Yeah, hey, that's a great way. That's a great way to go.
Yeah.
Keith, so what you're saying is that you don't want to die in your sleep like some kind of asshole.
I want to die in my sleep. Like, yeah, exactly.
Wow, Keith's a terrorist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keith is a terrorist. We
I mean,
should
I
have
can't believe you admitted on this podcast that is worldwide right now that you want to blow up a wedding. That's messed up, Keith.
especially since
You
this
should
is
run
uploaded
home
right to
and
the
shave your
FBI.
beard immediately.
You think you know a guy.
Sure, all 7 people that are listening to this are very worried right now.
I mean, there's 7 people, but it's all over the world. I mean, one of them is like
I mean,
Albania.
only one of them needs to be FBI.
Right. One of them's my mom. She's not in the FBI though.
Not anymore.
All right, Keith.
Or is she?
Keith, very important question.
Yes.
Is Jenna still home?
Is Jenna still home?
Yeah, Joe dropped her off there like 8 years ago on the way to the diner.
I haven't spoken to her since, so I don't
Never
know.
seen her since.
You should have got him the surf and turf.
What was her last name? Jay can bleep it out.
Tell me after the show because I really just don't feel like editing this damn thing.
Aren't we live?
Aren't we
No,
gonna have to
Wait.
edit already?
I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
falling
right,
for
yeah.
this again. Ever since you asked me to state what my routing number was for $30,000, I ain't falling for this again.
Jason already explained to me that is common knowledge that anybody can access. So you're just making yourself look stupid like I was.
Yeah, now in Nathan's defense, does he look like the kind of guy who has a bank account?
In Nathan's defense, he is stupid. So
That's a great defense.
So Nate, so
That's
Keith,
a legal defense.
Keith, let me
Ethan
set
thinks his routing number is 7.
Keith, let me set the story up. I need you to kind of let's give us your side of the story and fill in any gaps that we may have here. So
I would love to.
so you're at a poetry show.
Sure.
There's at least Joe McCall, possibly Mark, and definitely a Jenna
Wait,
car
are
with you
we
guys.
doing a Joe McCall rumor again? Because it's kind of early for that already.
Well, you told us to wait 15 minutes, so we killed that time with Joe McCall rumors. You missed them.
Oh, God damn it. I missed it.
We'll let you do. Okay, tell us this story, and we'll let you do a Joe McCall rumor. Okay.
All right, fine.
All right,
Sorry. Joe
So
McCall
okay,
won.
so you finish up with this poetry show, and in the car is you, Joe McCall, Jenna, and Mark too, Joe, and Mark as well. And you're on your way to the diner, and Jenna decides
Fuck that car.
doesn't like diners and wants to go home instead. Tell me what happens.
Joe McCall, I don't know if he said it directly in front of her, but he definitely questioned my choice of people that I dated. Saying that it was definitely not particularly quote unquote cool of her. And it was just kind of a bummer. We were at a poetry shindig, like way up North Jersey, and we were feeling kind of noshy on it. And I'm big into diners. Anytime there's a chance, any excuse to go to a diner, I'm always down. But she wasn't particularly feeling it that night. I believe her excuse was she had like studying to do or some kind of schoolwork to do. So she wanted to skedaddle instead of doing what all of our favorite thing to do in Jersey is.
So you were still in high school too then, or?
No, this was in college.
So she has to go home. Then what happens there?
Instead of saying, no, we're going to a diner, you could walk home. I said, guys, we got to bounce early. And I took her home.
Was this your version of, was this how you interpreted her asking you to quote unquote handle this?
I don't know if she asked me to handle this in that particular occasion. But
Joe, would you like to remind him of whether or not she asked him to quote unquote handle this?
You two were in the back seat, and I told her there was no way in hell I was bringing her home. And she turned to you and said, Keith, handle this.
Did she actually use those words then?
Oh, absolutely. I'll never forget that.
I have driven
her telling you to handle it.
I have driven
By the way,
some.
hi, Joe McCall.
Hey, buddy.
Oh yeah, Joe McCall's here.
Hey.
I have driven some very awkward couples around, and I've definitely, whenever someone says something that's that out of line, I remember it forever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna trust Joe on this one.
Also, Keith, I love how you had this shiny moment to make this into your George McFly moment, where you turned around, you were like, "Hey, Joe McCall, you get your damn hands off of her." But instead, you were like, I don't remember it being that much of an altercation, and I believe Joe McCall drove her home at the end of the night. So that's that.
And it was very cordial.
He drove her
Well,
home.
wait.
But also,
Was that
that's a really
before
great
or
George
after the
McFly
prom
episode.
race?
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was either before or after the prom rape, but my memory's a little fuzzy on that.
The what?
What?
Prom rape? Back to the Future reference? Because Biff was,
Who did you rape?
Oh, Back to the Future prom.
Right.
Yes.
So
Oh.
you went to the Back to the Future prom and raped who, Keith?
Marty McFly's mother.
That's one where it's your own mother, right? Is that the Back to the Future?
Oh, it was Marty McFly's mother. I wouldn't do that to my own mother.
Did you ever try a Back to the Future? It's when you go back in time and fuck your own mom.
This podcast is getting a little uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
This is getting off the rails.
I
boys.
can hear our sponsorship just disappearing.
I'm not changing my name to
Hashtag
Calvin
sponsored
Klein
by
no
nobody.
matter what.
Sponsored by fucking nobody.
Hashtag sponsored by. We're not getting sponsored anymore.
So
Sweet. Let's pull another card from this Would You Rather deck from Pod Decks.
I don't know if I can play that thing anymore.
Let's give it one more spin.
It was a great last episode, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Hashtag powered by Poddex.
Would you rather have very fat arms with skinny legs?
All right,
Why do
come
you
on.
keep pulling the same
Would you
cards?
stop? Would you stop?
All right, I'm just joking. Would you rather have your most embarrassing photos posted on Facebook or accidentally fall in public and the video go viral? I feel like this card is really against Keith. Would you rather have your most embarrassing photos posted on Facebook or accidentally fall in public and the video go viral?
Okay, so since no one else is going to answer, I'm going to say most of my embarrassing pictures are already on social media, so I might as well just fall in public and let someone video it.
Yeah, I would just let things stay on Facebook. I mean, Facebook's dying anyway. No one's gonna care.
Keith, what about you? Would you rather have your most embarrassing photos posted on Facebook or accidentally fall in public and the video go viral?
I'm gonna go fall in public. That doesn't sound nearly as bad as other stuff that could have been documented.
That probably is documented.
Yeah.
Walter's brother, same question.
Facebook.
Oh, you'd rather have all your embarrassing photos posted on Facebook?
I've already been embarrassed on Facebook.
Even that photo with that time with you and your cousin back in '76?
Where she's choking you out.
I wasn't old enough.
I don't think he was even born.
You're the same age as me. What the fuck?
What about that picture of you sneezing at a Christmas party?
It was worth it.
Done.
All right, Joe McCall.
I'd probably fall in public. I don't. What's an embarrassing photo?
Well, I mean, I've got a couple of them from you.
A photo of you.
Do you?
Yeah, you remember that one time that you were trying to do the puppetry of the penis tricks, and you tried to do the hamburger with your nuts, and it actually looked like a hot dog?
Okay. I'd fall in public.
Okay.
I actually have a few pictures of Walter from this Halloween party from way back in the day.
Which one? Was I wearing a skirt with no underwear?
No, it's the time
Was it a
that,
flaming urethra trick?
it's the time that you passed out and we had some things laying around Roger and Randy's house and we decided to stick them in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, that one. I wasn't actually asleep. And that was the same
Joke's
night, by
on
the
you
way.
guys, I was awake the whole time.
Who do you think put them there?
Right.
Aimed at his mouth. All right, Keith, since we played without you, you can go ahead and...
Let's make a rumor about Joe McCall.
But make it a quick one, all right?
Joe McCall is actually an expert dolphin trainer and actually taught the dolphins in SeaWorld how to rape people.
But not how to throw a touchdown.
No.
For those of you counting at home, that is the second rape joke that Keith has made during this episode.
Yeah, you're making me pretty uncomfortable.
A lot of
Keith.
rape with Keith.
You want to
Therapist.
you want to talk about it? And that's how we play.
Let's make a rumor about Joe McCall.
We should probably wrap this thing up pretty quick before Keith
Gets interesting.
before Keith gets us blocked by every group on. Before Keith makes us
Incriminates himself?
before Keith makes us trend on Twitter.
Let's do one more question from the Would You Rather deck. Would you rather Keith make a rape joke or get raped by Keith?
He's going to make a joke after it anyway.
Well, guys, this was a lot of fun. This was fun until it got weird.
Thanks, Joe McCall.
Our willing guest this
Congratulations on your final episode.
yeah, thanks, Joe.
We're going to have Joe back, right? We're going to have him be a recurring guest.
We'll see if we have anybody back.
Right.
Thanks to Joe McCall. I'm Jason Portizo.
I am Trashboat Dickinson.
I'm Walter with an F.
I'm me.
That's Walter's brother.
Yeah, I think this is all we got. Guys, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been a JTP Audio podcast. Thanks for listening.